joy and happiness needs to be activated in order for you to, there's a sense of self-knowing. So you're going to need to work on your solar plexus chakra. For those of you who are not interested in knowing about chakras and things like that, I get it. You have to work on building yourself up. Others of you, you're going to have to build yourself up to serve others so that they can activate joy and happiness. And once that's activated through others who experience joy and happiness, it then transfers onto you. For those of you who like to practice certain types of acts of service. Excuse me. I was choking up. That's not normal. I normally don't choke up. That was weird. That never happened before. But the sun, Leo's energy, is really significant. You may want to look up readings that resonate with you that are Leo readings. And it doesn't have to be from spiritual guiding light. So if you're listening to other readers, what you want to do is look at some Leo readings, whether that's audio format or visual. Some of you feel like you don't have the willpower to move forward, or you don't have the willpower. You don't like, it's not that you didn't give up. It's not a give up energy. What it is like someone just not interested in putting in the work. You fill in the blank of what that is. For some of you, it could just literally, getting dressed up, right? Every day. And I'm not saying like, looking the par. Some of you are like, I'm not interested. Some of you are not interested in buying things when you're complaining about certain things not happening, but you're not investing. So it's like, yeah, it's a sense of needing to invest. You fill in the blank of what that is. I know some of you, in pertaining to joy and happiness, those are two different things, but it's a combination that is definitely going to be a wonderful benefit. When I first got the message, I was hearing the song Love and Happiness. So an additional joy, happiness, and love. That's the 3. You could be dealing with Gemini, or you can be in Gemini's energy when you fear the lack thereof. Love. Okay. So let me go ahead and pull. So work on your solar plexus. Let me go ahead and look that up. Let me look that up before I pull a goddess oracle. I'm not really for sure if I go to the internet if it's still going to record or not. So we'll see. If it cuts off, it cuts off. All right, solar plexus. All right, the solar plexus, it's like above, it's under the chest, above the chest. What does the solar plexus do for your body? It brings energy, warmth, and light. Leo's energy, the sun. Okay? That's what I'm being guided to tell you. Okay, what blocks the solar plexus? There's that 3. Look at, as with all of our chakras, it can be affected or blocked in 3 ways: physically, emotionally, and spiritually. The color yellow is like the bright sun. This chakra symbolizes the lotus flower with 10 petals. As with all the chakras, it can be affected or blocked in 3 ways: physical, emotionally, and spiritual. And I was saying what needs to be activated is joy and happiness with the addition of love as a token. Okay. Let's see what else. Let me put this back on. Let's see what else. All right, let's go ahead and pull your goddess oracle. And this is a random read. Actually, yeah, it's a random read right now. Goddess oracle for the collective earth, air, fire, and water signs. What's up, Taurus? Leo, what's up? What's up, Gemini? What is up, Capricorn and Virgo? I was trying to mix them up. It's not gonna work for me. What's up, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius? Pisces, Scorpio, Aries. Leo, I said you, Sagittarius. I think that's everybody. Libra, Aquarius. I said Gemini. I said Leo. I said Taurus. I said Capricorn. Hey, so we have independence and receptivity here. Are you going to be the next in line to represent independence and receptivity? And if you're going to be at the forefront of receptivity, you have to allow yourself to receive, listener. I'm going to say it again. You're going to have to allow yourself to receive. And this will increase your intuition, energy, and ability to give to others. So it goes hand in hand with the solar plexus. Remember, what blocks the solar plexus is emotional, physical, and spiritual. So, pertaining to emotional, you are going to have to move without judgment. And pertaining to physical, you're going to have to accept what is what is. You for you and others for them without judgment. Okay? And pertaining to spiritual, you have authority when it comes to your spirituality. You have authority to what you're open to. You have the right to refuse. You have the right to accept, but understand what you accept and what you approve. There's no taking that back. It's a learning lesson. Okay? So there's so much options out there. And that's when the journey begins with start delegating, my collective. So as this journey starts, ask others, including me, right? Which would be the green Tara, okay? To assist you, right? As a spirit guide, instead of trying to do everything on your own. Yes, you're independent, okay? But why keep breaking down when you don't need to? Have you ever went into a really full cycle of being operational? Or are you always breaking down? Okay? All right. So we have that. We have your goddess oracles. 3 could be significant for you. Just FYI. Let me shuffle these. So, also, there is an unconditional love, regardless if you want it or not. But Unconditional love is what's going to prevent you from breaking down. Yeah. So this removes you out of bad karma. Karmic cycle, the bad karmic cycle. Okay. Is it hard to operate without judgment? I can't answer that. For you, for a majority, I cannot answer that. Because what's hard for one person could be easy for the next. And remember I said how we have the authority and the right to approve and accept? Some people don't go that far. So that's why some people feel disrespected, or this is you feel disrespected when you feel counted out from either knowing too much or operating differently. Those who said, no, I don't want to expand my mind, I don't want a learning experience, they can't resonate with you. You have to teach them. It's like you have to teach someone how to love you. Because, yeah, people fear. People are never going to admit it. Those type of people are not going to admit it. Yeah, I fear. Some people are intimidated by you. Some people are jealous. Some people are envious. It doesn't mean every person is. Because let's say there's 10 people. Out of the 10, let's say all 10 were envious. And let's say only 3 loved you out of the 10. And then let's say 1 hated you. See the numbers? But what everyone had in common was the envious. So, you're going to have to teach people how to love you. What other messages do you have for the collective? We have intuitive nudges. Okay? Like I said, you approve, you accept of what it is that you want to receive. It's like, I want to say the gut feel. You know what? You may need to detox your stomach. Like, get I don't know if they still do that, where they flush out the intestines. I forgot what they call it, but you can go, colon cleanse. You can get a colon cleanse. But whatever you do, whatever you choose to use to clean your stomach out with, make sure you don't have to go to work. Make sure that you are your body's in good standing just doing something. So if you're dehydrated, I don't recommend it. Get hydrated first. Okay? And so it's like pre-prep yourself. Now is the time for others of you, like when your intuition tells you to say something, it's time for you to be quiet. You can move without having to talk. Does that make sense? It's like you don't have to tell somebody where you're going. Just go do it. It's gonna pull in an energy. It's gonna pull an energy field on your behalf, and you're only gonna be able to access it when you operate like that. Okay. Let me see if there's anything else that's supposed to come out. Because we have 3. Because I'm assuming I'm gonna have to pull 3s. Something about in 3s. Okay. So with your goddess oracles, you have receptivity, independence, and start delegating. We know that joy and happiness is the end result, but unconditional love is what's going to activate those 2 components. And then we have intuitive nudges. If you feel like someone is watching you, they are. I'm hearing that song, I Can Read Your Mind, Baby, by Avant. I can read your mind. I know it don't go like that. But it's a song it's by Yvonne. I'm going to start listening to different genres of music because I have my catalog of certain genres or genre. I have a majority. I don't want to single things out. Basically, I want to expand my I need to start listening to some different genres so I can expand in the music frequency. We have self-love. This is good. I like self-love. Self-love also activates joy and happiness. For some of you, you're going to have to do it like 1, 2, 3 instead of a combo 1, 2 to get the 3. Others of you, if that makes sense. Like for instance, with your goddess oracles, you are going to have to accept that you're independent and accept those who are independent with receptivity. That's 2. That's a combination. Or in 2, you start delegating as 1, as like a 1, 2, 3. In 2, you start being receptive. Your independence will not be acknowledged. Huh. Okay. Let's get one more. We have relationships. Yeah. Once you get your relationships in order, you are definitely going to turn something over. You're going to feel grounded. You are going to feel down. You're going to until you're down to earth. You got to be down to earth. I don't know what that means. I mean, I know what it means, but you know, I can say popsicle, and when I say a popsicle, I'm pretty sure the popsicle that you enjoy is the image that came in your head. I'm sure some of you're like, I don't want popsicle, and you had an image of ice cream, some type of ice cream sandwich or ice cream bar, or loose ice cream. You know what I mean? It's like that. It's the perceptive and receptors are different. Our receptors, we all do not have the same receptors. Let me see something. I'm trying to see something. We have goddess oracles here. No one wants to practice unconditional love. But if I was to tell you that, like I just did, would you feel less important or more important? Because the energy feels like individuals who practice unconditional love, they feel more valued. They feel more worth, like they're more worthy, like compared to those who don't want to practice unconditional love. So it's like you would think that those who practice conditional love don't have a problem with accessing or activating joy and happiness. So you have to get out of judgment. You just can't. Maybe you're not realizing that that's what you're doing. For others of you, the ones of you who are listening from the back, listen, this is not your energy. You want to be accepted. So in order for you to pull in that, pull a new pool, to get out of, it's like you're pulling yourself out of something. But in order to do that, You have to be receptive. Allow yourself to receive. And this is letting me know that some of you are in situations or conditions that are uncomfortable, meaning people don't know what it takes to be independent. This is not you just wake up and you're independent. No, this is work. Like I said, everyone's receptors are different. There's different categories of individuals, and it's in the trillions. It probably beyond that. I'm sure it's infinite because it's every day something is a new word is created, a new idea is created. It's always the wheel's turning. Now, and pertaining to your will, this is how you're going to stop it from breaking down. All right. And those were your goddess oracles. Some of you are part of some of you are part of the bloodline of abundance. And I'm trying to remember what reading I was releasing the message in pertaining to the awareness of being being part of the bloodline of abundance. Your angel guide messages do the work. There's something that you have to do, and then you're going to enjoy it from here on out. You're going to enjoy life from here on out. It's a lot of sun energy. The solar plexus. Yeah. Your angel guides want you to work on your solar plexus. They're going to tell you what you need to do. Your intuition. Use your intuition. And when it comes to relationships, until you really practice self-love, it's going to mirror. So if you don't nurture yourself, you're going to be attracted to relate to people that do not nourish themselves. Until you accept that you hurt people not on purpose. Remember, the rose has thorns. People want to come in and pick you up. People want to come in to tell you how precious and beautiful you are. Someone does not want your petals to fall. Even though I think that petals are just as beautiful alive, but I feel like they are alive once its nectar has dried out. Its water is dehydrated. I think it's beautiful. Because then its element, you're able to use it for rose water, fragrances. It doesn't die, it continues to live. Teas. That's why, and it feels like until you truly practice self-love, which it says, now is the time to love, nurture, and heal yourself. Self-love is not simply a state of mind about feeling good. It's a state of appreciation for yourself that grows and matures from actions you take to support your body, mind, and soul. And there's the threes. Those are the three things that can block. If you don't have those things taken care of and in order, those things can block your solar plexus. So what you need to do at this time is unblock your solar plexus and work on body, mind, and soul, which is physical. What was it again? It said physical. What blocked it? It was physical, spiritual. Was it mental? It feels like the same thing. Let me go back to it. Physical, emotionally, and spiritual. Those are the things that can block your solar plexus. Okay. Let's see. So that's your angel guide message. Let's go ahead and pull your I am message. And till we meet again, right? Yeah, I know. Love is kind. Love is gentle. For those of you who are new to SGL, I'm shuffling the I am deck. Well, that's what I call it. I don't know what this deck is called. But when I get the time, I'll find out what it's called. But I like this deck. It definitely, it is a good work of support. Hey, that's what I was guided to say. So you need to create some work of supports for those of you who use SGL Spiritual Guide and Light channels for a work of support. Thank you. Let's see. What message? Listen, learning to love myself. Thank you. Learning to love myself. Fear not. When we don't do what we're supposed to do, it creates an illusion. How do you know what fear feels like? Only from, like, for instance, if you show a child a scary movie and you tell them that it's a scary movie, that's how they're going to act. They're going to see an example of how fear is supposed to look like. But that does not mean that's what fear looks like. So if you've never seen a scary movie, a kid is not going to scream or be scared. They're actually going to gravitate to what's supposed to be fear. So, learning to love, it says myself. I'm going to say it, learning to love myself. But for you, this is what you say. You're learning to love yourself. But it says learning to love myself. So that's what you say. And it says, I choose to see the beauty in me. My wealth lies in my nature and potential. I transform my weakness into strength. I realize that I am a being of light, and I allow myself to shine. Nice. So you can rewind that. You can write that down. I'll say it again for you. This is about learning to love myself. And technically it's for you, yourself, right? It says, I choose to see the beauty in me. My wealth lies in my nature and potential. I transform my weakness into strength. I realize that I am I realize that I am a being of light. And I allow myself to shine. I can't wait to you. This is beautiful. This is so beautiful. All right. Don't forget, love is kind. Love is gentle. So, overall message, unconditional love is required. Okay. And in order for you to get in the headspace of unconditional love, you have to start delegating without judgment. Okay. All right. Till we meet again.